Coming to you from the great state of Wisconsin, this is a CS27 Studios production. You're listening to the Binary Brothers Podcast featuring Ryan and Clay. It's time now to open your ears and prepare your mind because life's too short to be constrained in black and white. So without further ado, here are your hosts, Ryan and Clay.
Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Binary Brothers Podcast, otherwise known as the Casino Royale episode. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan, and with me as always is Clay.
That's me.
There he is. So, we're back. More content for you guys. We're gonna get into some more techie stuff this time around. We got a Mobile World Congress going on. I guess ended.
That's what it stands for.
That's what MWC stands for.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. So they announced some stuff. We're going to talk about some of it.
I mean, there's just so much to talk about. There's so many things.
I mean, they just announced all the... I love the tech shows because they announce all the random stuff. And it's like, whether it's anything like you'll end up using or it's just prototype stuff, it's always neat.
Well, it's similar to the auto show. Like, I think the auto show is in town right now.
The auto show is in town right now. Yes.
It's the exact same thing. You go there, you see, current cars and stuff, and then you see these concept cars that will never make it to, the actual streets.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I love it. In fact, I'm going to hit up the auto show this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah.
I haven't been to an auto show in forever.
We go like every year.
Really?
Because we go because I always want to creep on whatever's new around, and I just like touching all the cars. I like sitting in a $100,000 car that I'm never ever buy.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, dude, it's cool to just go and touch all the stuff. We take our nephew, and he's starting to like love cars more and more. Like he's starting to like point cars out and like identify them by like brand and all the stuff. So it's fun to take him because he's like, oh, that's this and that's that. Like, it sure is, buddy.
It sure is. You got it. It's growing up so fast.
I know. Plus, the new Ranger is going to be there, and I'll be able to actually like touch it this year. Last year it was one of those concept ones where it was behind like the gate, and you weren't allowed to actually mess with it or anything.
Right.
But small truck.
Right.
They're not really making a comeback, but because trucks have just gotten bigger and bigger.
Well, manly.
Right.
Your truck is only that big? Man, I bet you couldn't haul all these things that I'll never have to haul ever.
Pack up all your knickknacks in your Geo Metro.
Yeah.
Put your Geo Metro in the back of my F-10,000. That's one of my favorite videos. I gotta link it somewhere. But F-10,000, hilarious. All right, you want to warm the people up?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta warm myself up as well.
Yeah,
I gotta warm just everyone up.
It's about that time.
It's too cold.
It is cold. It's getting
Ryan.
cold again. I just want it to be.
I need the weather to cooperate.
It would be nice, right? Like I want it to just get nice enough that I can go outside and rip the awning off the side of my house without freezing my hands off.
It's like
it's home ownership.
It's gonna be like 9 degrees on March 4th, which is, I believe, like negative a billion non-freedom units.
Yeah, drastically low on the freedom unit scale.
Yeah, it's definitely below zero on the non-freedom unit scale. It's after having like 55-degree days in January, I basically noped out of this winter.
Just an emotional roller coaster.
And now we're heading into March, and it's going to be single digits.
It's like it's not cold, it's not snowy, then it's super cold, then it's all the snow.
All the snow.
It's just unpredictable, not fun.
All right.
You never know what you're going to get with the Wisconsin winter.
I mean, you're going to get cold. You're going to get snow.
Yeah, but it's always like when.
Yeah,
when is it
just
happen?
Teases you.
It's like, oh, is it spring yet?
Well, didn't the groundhog come out and say we had like 2 weeks early spring or something like that?
I have no idea.
I feel like he did. Or she. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is.
The groundhog.
It's
Bill Murray came out and told us.
It's not doing anything. It doesn't know anything. It's fun. It's fun, Ryan. Stop crapping on the groundhog thing.
On the tradition.
Oh, tradition
of was it something? It's Phil, right?
P.
Yeah, it starts with a P. I'm sure listeners are probably just
Penatucky Phil.
Close. I don't think that's it though. Listeners are probably like, these guys are idiots. I know exactly what it is.
I know exactly. My wife probably knows. She knows because she brought it up and she was like, "Oh, the groundhog," and I'm like, whatever with the groundhog."
I never know. Was it like when he sees a shadow?
I don't know which one it is.
Well, if he sees a shadow, he gets scared, right?
Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney. Punk? He's a punk?
It's Punxsutawney.
I feel like we're pronouncing it wrong.
Punxsutawney?
I don't know.
I'm over it. But...
We should probably stop before we hurt ourselves.
Well, he's usually wrong. He's just wrong.
He's usually just wrong.
He's usually wrong. I just can't. I get it. It's fun. Look at him.
It's a groundhog.
A guy with a top hat holds a groundhog. I mean, what's not to like? Right?
Right. It's fun for the whole family.
Lady with a googly-eyed groundhog headband on, of course.
Googly eyes.
I love when people put googly eyes on random stuff. It's just the best.
You ever see the SNL skit with Christopher Walken putting googly eyes on plants?
No.
It's hilarious. He doesn't put it on plants. He just has it on all his plants.
Yeah.
And so he's just going around telling you why he does it and why it's good. He trusts his plants more because he can look them in the eye. They're googly eyes.
Seems like something Walken would do.
You got googly eyes on my plants. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah. I would encourage everyone to look it up. It's great.
That's your homework. It's your homework for the week.
Homework assignment due. I don't know. Soon.
Whatever. Pretty loose. Just as long as you get them all in by the time you take the final.
Right. End of the semester. Get it in. So, I'm looking forward to the weather not being like it currently is.
Yeah.
That would be what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list. Hopefully that'll happen soon. I'm looking forward to this murder mystery thing.
Murder mystery?
Yeah. So funny enough, like these people we know.
Murder's not funny, Ryan.
Murder's hilarious.
How dare you?
I dare.
I challenge you to a duel, sir.
The pistols at Dune. At Dune.
At Dune.
What time is Dune? So we gotta go find some dunes.
With the position of the sun on this dune.
Right.
That's
it's all
the time.
Quite scientific. There's gonna be a very small amount of time to complete this duel.
Right.
But yeah, there's our friends of ours are having this murder mystery party, and I'm like, yeah, murder mystery. I've always thought that was interesting. You get a character, you try and figure out it's a whodunit situation, and I think every one of us kind of likes being a little bit of a detective.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I feel like I would enjoy it, and I just saw some. There's some murder mystery like theater or something happening in Milwaukee somewhere. It was on like a list of stuff to do this weekend.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah,
the auto show wasn't on it, which is interesting. but I guess not everybody likes to go touch all the cars.
Well, more cars for us then.
Right. Fingerprints everywhere. I see the guys walking around like wiping down the cars sometimes. I'm like, oh God. It's just a never-ending stream.
You know what? I think I'm going to create a conspiracy theory now. That they have the auto shows to collect all of our fingerprints and data and then sell it all.
God.
Yes. They know exactly who everyone is that is touching the cars.
I didn't think about that.
I know.
I've never paid attention, right? Like, is someone walking behind me and like lifting my prints?
I'm pretty sure.
Printing out a nice fake rubber finger, and then they're going to scan into my phone and both of my laptops?
Yeah. I remember way back when, years and years ago, when I went to the auto show with my folks, there was, I think it was Volkswagen had a little like kiosk that you could create or print out like your own driver's license.
Really?
Yeah, and I was super pumped about it because this was like when I was like 12 or something.
Yeah,
obviously I did
street legal.
Yeah,
right?
Only 4 years away, right? Can't wait. So
start plotting now.
The Fast and Furious movies were coming out. It was like, yes, I'm gonna get my own car. I'm gonna soup it up, and it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be driving down the highway with spinners everywhere.
Oh God, all the spinners!
All the spinners are gonna be drifting around driveways. You don't even know. But yeah, so I was able to print out a little driver's license kind of card, but I'm pretty sure they took him like, this kid, 4 more years, watch out. We got all his data here. It's just one of those things. They're collecting all the data.
Here's the deal: is we already issued you a license 4 years ago. We can't print you a new one.
Right. You already have one.
But I've been pulled over multiple times, and they keep saying this isn't valid.
I'm already pulled over.
I can't afford any more tickets.
So yeah, that's my conspiracy theory.
I mean, so I know they're definitely collecting some data from me because that's how I got into the timeshare vacation thing. That's how and we went to the auto show and we like signed up at this like kiosk thing. It's like, oh, win a vacation. It was like win $100,000.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, psh.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, have all of my data.
Yeah, right.
If I can have 100,000. I heard one time that like our data is worth like $12 or something stupid. So I think we're coming out on the winning end of that.
Yeah, right.
Take all my data. Bother me. I'll just buy a different phone number and get a different email account, and it's fine.
I'll just get a bunch of plastic surgery. You'll never know.
You'll never know. But yeah, that's how we got into that the first time, and then
the first time.
Okay, so
what do you mean the first time?
So we might be going on another timeshare vacation. I have no
what?
idea. That's like, I'm excited for the murder mystery because it's tomorrow, but like the next thing on my calendar is like we've got spring break coming up, and we got another timeshare vacation.
We have 2 timeshares now.
Yeah, I'm not buying any timeshares because God no.
I mean, then how are you getting these timeshares? They're like, oh, pitch the timeshare. Oh, you're going to a timeshare meeting.
Yeah, like I'm going to the thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is they give you like, oh, like this one, I'm looking at the papers. This one's like 7 days of vacation, and this one's like 5 days. They're like really crappy with like communicating though, because we're like, oh, sure, let's just drive. They had like a 4-day or like a 5-day one. We're like, you can get a rental car from anywhere in America as long as it's not Florida, and then drive it to Florida. And so I'm like, sure, whatever, let's go on a Florida road trip. And then we reach out to the people, and they're like, by the way, that deal isn't a deal anymore. Like, what?
What?
So I don't know. It's a whole thing. We might be going to Florida again. Have someone yap at us about vacation ownership and how we're bad people if we don't own our vacations.
I'm telling you what, I don't ever want to go back to Florida.
Never?
Never, ever. There's nothing
ever?
left for me to do there.
Not a single thing.
Not a single thing. I've done it all. I've gone down there. I've walked amongst the crocodiles and alligators.
Scary.
I've visited the Space Center.
Okay.
I've gone down there just to get onto a boat in the Caribbean and sail around. So I've docked and undocked from Florida.
Wow.
I feel like not a whole lot of people have done that. I feel pretty special.
I've not.
Exactly. I've done it all. There's really nothing left for me to do.
But have you gone to Harry Potter World?
No. But I don't want to.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I've been to Disney World.
Okay.
It was super long ago. Harry Potter didn't exist.
Well, Harry Potter's in Universal.
Harry Potter. I've been to Universal as well. Harry Potter, which was like the exact same time. We went to like both.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes... Well, you're down there, you might as well do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Harry Potter wasn't even a figment of J.K. Rowling's imagination at that time.
Sir Harold Potter wasn't even in the mind of young Joshua Cain Rowling.
Harold Potter's father and mother weren't even around. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
Yeah. I've done it all. I've done everything I've wanted to do.
You're so old.
The only reason I would go down to Florida now would be...
Is for the alligators.
No.
Okay.
I would go down because I enjoy the humidity and heat.
Oh, you monster.
In which, for the record, Ryan, spoiler alert, I do not enjoy either of those things.
Okay, God. Thank God. Because I didn't know if we could continue.
That is a big, like, repellent for me.
I did not enjoy it at all. When we got down there, it was like, it's just humid.
It's so humid.
And I don't want it. I mean, you adjust, but at the same time, you're always sticky.
Yeah. That's why you just jump into the ocean.
And then there's sharks.
And then there's sharks and hurricanes at the same time.
Oh,
it's like Sharknado down there.
I don't know why anyone lives on the coast.
Somebody made a good argument about it, though.
Yeah.
I can see why. Like, it's not that bad. Although I still completely disagree with them. They say that hurricanes aren't that bad because you get, like, weeks' notice. Like, you know they're coming. Right? Like, you see them over the ocean. They're coming. You know they have a chance of hitting you. So you can, like, get supplies. You can board up your home or whatever and stuff like that. Whereas, like, tornadoes and earthquakes and other, like, natural disasters just, like, are spur of the moment. And you can't really prepare for them.
Yeah.
Like, that was the argument. At the same time, you still got to deal with, like, flooding. And insurance doesn't cover flooding. And flooding and water just wrecks, like, everything.
Water's
and
the
it's
worst.
Salt water. It's not fresh water. It's salt water.
You can't even drink it.
I mean, look at Louisiana, New Orleans. Like, that place got destroyed because of a hurricane. They knew it was coming, and it still destroyed them. Like, people, like, no longer live there because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they came back eventually. Some came back, but others just, like...
We were like, no, I'm done with this.
Left. Like, there was, like, no reason to come back and try and... There was nothing to salvage because everything was just ruined.
Ruined.
I
mean, you're right. Like I get like, yeah, you see it coming, and so that's great. But like you said, I wouldn't want to have to deal with, like, I gotta board my house up, I gotta do all this stuff, I gotta leave town and then just hope my house is fine.
Yeah.
Like, hope it doesn't get too bad. I don't know. We live where there's not really natural disasters.
Well, I mean, we'll get tornadoes.
Yeah, but
those are still, like, rare.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of hitting you, right?
Where you're at. I mean, it depends on where you're at, too, right?
Yeah,
like
and really, like, especially, by the coast of Lake Michigan, like Milwaukee, Chicago, like, you're not going to get a tornado through there.
Right.
Like, they never really go through cities.
But
like, you see it in like movie posters and all that stuff, right? Tornadoes going through a
Tornadoes
city,
ripping the
and then you
city up.
have The Rock kind of flying a helicopter through the storm. And
of course.
through the tornado. There's like 3 tornadoes going through the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like doesn't happen. It's all just kind of in, more suburb or rural areas away from, water, obviously. But yeah, we don't really get anything. We just get cold weather. That sucks.
And snow.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I'd rather.
This thing came full circle. We went from the weather's terrible here to at least it's not this bad. Well,
now that I think about it,
it's actually. What have you been listening to recently?
I've had my Incubus playlist going. Been listening to those guys, those fellas.
The old gang.
Yeah, the old gang. Throwing it back to simpler times,
Yeah, I feel you.
Nothing too crazy. Tried and true. But
it's a classic. You can't really go wrong.
You really can't.
I'm looking at what I've been listening to recently because I have like my staple stations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of like anything I've listened to that's new that I really enjoyed. For some reason, I got back into Highly Suspect.
Oh yeah.
So I was listening to like a radio station based off of the song Lydia a bunch. But I think like albums or like songs wise, I've been listening to Grandson came out with a new EP, I guess I'd call it. Yeah, because it's short. It's only actually like 20 minutes. So yeah. It's called A Modern Tragedy Volume 2. So I had heard, I think the main song off of it is Apologize. And I had heard that a while ago, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. Then this album came out, and I'm like, who is this person?
Who is this?
It's
like a murder mystery all of a sudden.
Right.
Who did this?
Solve who made this song. But yeah, Grandson, and I ended up looking. I did the thing that I always end up doing, where I like look at a person's entire discography once.
Right.
Once I hear them, and I'm like, oh yeah, they did, or he did a couple other songs, like Blood, Water, and 6 O'Clock. Like I've been hearing the song 6 O'Clock a lot on like alternative radio stations. So yeah, he's an alt artist. I like him. Good stuff.
All right.
He's vibing out.
Just vibing.
Doing what I can.
That's all you really can do. That's all you should do, at least.
Well, I mean, you don't want to over.
No.
Ooh. All right.
Shall we?
I think we shall.
All right.
I'm warm. I'm about ready to go.
Let's talk about that Mobile World Congress.
Yep.
It's such a dumb name. I'm sorry. I gotta start off with that. It's a dumb name.
It's a dumb name.
Anyone who is seeing that and you gotta explain what it is, then okay, maybe World Mobile Conference or something would be what you'd call it or something. Not Mobile World Congress. Sounds dumb.
Well, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
They cannot change it. When they could.
I mean, they definitely could.
R.I.P. Miller Park.
Oh my god! I'm never calling it whatever they're calling it.
The AmFam.
The AmFam
Park.
Field
know,
of Dreams.
Let's not get started with that. So it's 32 years old. Like, that's Mobile World Congress. I'm just looked it up.
That sounds like an evil cartoon organization.
Who's after us this time, G.I. Joe? It's the Mobile World Congress.
Exactly.
They're so hard to catch. They're so mobile.
Exactly.
Always ready to go.
It can be anywhere at any time.
That's the problem. You can't pin them down. Where are their headquarters? No one knows.
No one knows.
It's everywhere.
Constantly moving. It's perfect. It's the perfect crime.
A murder. But yeah, they have it. It's every year. This time of year, Barcelona.
Does it now? Do they move around? They have to move around with that name, right?
I don't think
it's
so.
not. It can't be in Barcelona every single year.
Hold on. Let me look at some stuff. Is
it like the World Cup? That just does a new nation, new city every single time.
No, man, it's in Barcelona
every year.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy.
It's everyone comes to them.
That that doesn't sound so mobile though.
It's not, but the contents.
I guess.
Wow. Okay. Until 2006, the event took place in Cannes, and was known as 3GSM World. So, which pick your evil.
Good old Francais. What was it called? What was the
3GSM World?
3GSM, like, where they just kind of like change it to like 4G and 5G as the technology increased.
I have no idea. They're just like, it was until 2000. And then they rebranded.
Well, you gotta rebrand.
Shanghai. Huh. Whole thing.
Okay, well, fine. I'll deal with it.
Well, you're gonna have to. It's here to stay until they change it again.
It's already been dealt with.
Awesome.
I'm over it. I'm over it, Ryan.
Okay. Well, then the first thing I want to talk about, and I got to send you an article, a picture of this thing.
A picture?
Well,
oh my god, it's like a brick.
There it is. Boom. Okay.
It's a brick.
So let us speak about who is this? Who
is this?
Energizer.
Energizer batteries are making phones now.
Yeah, because you can put Android on literally anything.
That's true, you can.
Energizer goes, what are we really good at?
Why not us?
Right. Why aren't we included?
Just to be a fly on the wall in that boardroom or wherever.
In that pitch
we gotta figure out a way to increase our profits for the next year. What can we do? Johnson, what's your idea?
I've got an idea.
Go ahead, Johnson.
I know we just normally do batteries.
Batteries are good. Batteries are tried and true.
Okay, batteries we do, right? And we're great at it. But maybe we do a phone.
A phone, you say?
Yeah, but hear me out. We make it 90% battery.
90% battery? Well, we already know how to do batteries. So right, that sounds like a good percentage.
See, 90% of the problem's already solved, boss. I mean, we don't have to do anything, basically.
So what is this extra 10% then? If we're not doing batteries, what are we doing?
Like a screen and some other stuff, and but maybe we put a camera in it, and then
a camera.
Keep it cool because the battery is so giant.
That sounds hip. All the kids would love that. Hip. A battery with a phone.
Yeah, the kids.
Who's done that before? No one.
Definitely
Energizer will be the first.
So these guys.
You get a promotion, Johnson.
Oh, thank God, because I really needed it. I've got an intern.
Really need for this extra timeshare trip I'm going on. I can really use the money.
Gotta afford. I got so many timeshares.
So many timeshares.
I own so much vacation. God.
In Soviet Russia, Vacation owns you.
These guys come out with the Energizer Power Max P18K Pop.
It's a brick.
It's literally a brick, y'all.
Some blue brick. A big blue brick. The B3. That's what they should call it. The Energizer B3. Big blue brick. Boom. I'm just that good.
God. I mean, it would have been a better name.
What is it called?
Okay, so
do we know?
The Energizer Power Max P18K Pop.
K-pop?
Well, see, now the K is right next to the P18.
No, I got it.
They missed a grand opportunity, though.
I feel like people are just gonna, like, you gotta, when people are saying it, it doesn't matter where the K is. Because you gotta say it.
Yeah, it's a Energizer Power Max P18K Pop.
Oh, I see. I see how it's different.
Yeah, there's a comma in the middle of the name.
It's definitely not the Energizer Power Max P18 K-pop.
Yeah, no, that's no. It's 3.5 times thicker than the phones.
Take that, Steve Jobs.
So here's the thing: is I think complained on this podcast before, about like, yeah, imagine that. About like camera bumps on phones or anything else. Yeah. I'm just like, just make the little bit thicker. Right. I don't know. Maybe put more battery in there. Not that you get like much more battery out of it. You know, no. I'm not an engineer. I don't know how to arrange batteries or how the junk works. And then someone comes out and they're like, you know what? Here's the deal. We heard you. The battery thing. It's everyone's biggest complaint is the battery. Let me solve that for you. Johnson over here is like 90% battery. Hell yes.
Yes. I know. That's one of the the things that annoy me about my Pixel 3 phone.
Yeah.
That bump. I never had that.
Yeah,
it's bump before.
It's on mine too. It's on like every.
It's annoying.
Every phone, man.
Because I feel like the biggest thing is not, well, I mean, like I never, like my hand never really touches it because I don't put my hand over my camera lens. It's just not in a place for you to hold it in. But like when I'm setting it down on the table, I just feel like, and this could be completely irrational, like it may never do this, but I just feel like I'm increasing the chance for that lens or that that glass to get just scratched because it's being on the table.
Yeah,
and it's protruding out of the phone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But it annoys me.
Yeah, and I don't know if there are like benefits.
Like I don't really care about like the thickness of a phone. Like there used to be this huge thing way back when smartphones were like kind of still in their infancy about like just getting thinner and thinner and thinner, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays like people want to go thicker because, well, you have to if you want bigger battery. More with the amount of power that these devices draw now and the huge screens that they have, like you got to have a decent sized battery.
Yeah.
So I think people understand that, it's got to get thicker. And also people put, cases on their phones too. Which bulk it up as well.
Right.
So, I don't want to go like the Energizer route and make it a brick.
Are you sure though? Because the battery life.
The battery life has got to be great on it. It's 18,000 what is it? Milliamps?
Milliamp hours, yeah.
Milliamp hours. That's what the H is.
18,000 mach. Mach.
Yeah, the normal phones have what? Like 3,000 to 4,000, something like that?
Yeah, in that range.
So now you got 18,000. That's a good old, 6 times that amount.
I mean, like you buy.
That's 6 days worth of power.
You're like standard.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power. You're like standard, like when you get a charging like pack, like a battery pack. I think like the on the top end or like the high end of like battery packs, you normally get into like the 20 to like 26,000 milliamp hour range.
Yeah,
So you can try a bunch of stuff.
What is my battery? I have it right here. 20. I have 20,000 on this bad boy.
Yeah, and I think I've got one that's probably like 22. I want to get one that has a power delivery, though, a USB-C power delivery, so that I can charge my Switch, and then also my laptop. I want to be able to charge this laptop, but I need one that like outputs like 60 watts or whatever.
Yeah.
So you gotta find one.
If I'm comparing this external battery that I have, that's 20,000 milliamp hours. I mean, it's literally a brick. Like how can you even use, like, you can't put it in your pocket, you can't store it anywhere. You gotta have I mean, this phone could be a huge hit with the ladies, because at least they got a purse, they got a little carry bag.
I was gonna say, women tend to have ample pockets. Not
right. That's another conspiracy theory, by the way.
What? Tell me about the pockets, because I'm down to listen to whatever you have to say about it, because it's BS.
It is BS, but that's the thing.
Why are the front pockets fake all the time? I don't get it.
Exactly. There's a reason. Pockets. The pockets are fake in women's clothing to sell more handbags.
Ooh.
Big handbag.
Oh, God. You're right.
It's they're making it happen.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
It really does, right?
It's like, here's these pants. Do we put pockets in them like we always do?
Yes, but let's make them fake.
Right. Let's take the time to sew a fake pocket into here. And then we put the handbags just right over there. We're like, hey.
On a little table right next to these jeans. Yes.
I mean, if I try a pair of jeans on, the first thing I'm doing, I'm putting pockets.
Right. You gotta have ample space in the pockets.
Like, I gotta fit my phone. I'm a front pocket wallet guy.
Yeah, I am too.
So
I used to be rear, but not anymore. Actually, I mean, no, I never put it in the back pocket, but like, I don't really, especially in winter, like, I don't really even have it in my pants.
In my pants?
Like, I have it usually like in my jacket or something.
Yeah, I always throw mine in my jacket. Like, I got too many cards in my wallet. Get rid of some of these.
But yeah, man, big handbag. Them and Big Oil, Big Steel, they're all running this country.
Yeah, man. Oh, all right. What else? What else interesting did they talk about?
The big thing, foldable phones.
Oh yeah, bend all the things.
Bend, don't break.
Yep. So that was the thing. And Samsung kicked it off first, actually.
Did they?
Well, not like originally, but like first, they had like their Galaxy S10 event.
Yeah.
Before World Congress, and so they had like,
it's such a dumb name. Sorry, I can't handle it.
They like months ago showed off a prototype. Samsung did of this phone, and it was like they turned off all the lights in the room and they made it like super dark, so you couldn't like see anything about the phone or whatever about the prototype, and for good reason, because like people got a decent look at it, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is going to be absolutely cool." The final product ended up being better. Obviously.
Usually that's the case,
but like, that first thing was like rough. Like, the bend in it was so, like, it folded, but it folded. It was like putting a binder down on a desk.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a very extreme like curve.
Right. Yeah.
Around that edge. But yeah, they did theirs. Have you seen Samsung's?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
The Galaxy Fold? Are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know, like it just seems like there's too much. It's too much phone.
Too much phone.
Too much
Yeah.
phone.
Like it's too thick.
It's like a cheeseburger. It's like a phone cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Taco, hot dog bun, sorry.
Hot dog. Yeah.
It's hot dog.
Total hot dog bun.
Yeah.
So it's like two of like their Galaxy. Well, it's supposed to be not as thick as two of their Galaxy phones put together, but it's basically
1.98.
Right. And so it's that, and it folds. So it folds up, and then when it opens up, the screen is on the inside.
Yeah, but there's a screen on the outside too.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So the inside screen, right? Like it folds open.
Yeah.
So like that's nice, whatever, and it looks good. But like because of the way that folds, it leads to there having to be like this bigger rounded kind of hinge thing. And I actually saw a couple of close pictures, and it doesn't fold like flat onto each other.
No. I gotta look at this closer.
Yeah, even with the hinge that they designed, which like the hinge is like super cool and nice and whatever, it still doesn't lay, like the two sides don't lay flat against each other. There's still a little bit of that give.
Oh God.
To one end. And it's because again, like you can't fold in a true sense a screen yet. Right? Because like you would just break any connections that there would be, and it just wouldn't hold up. So it's all about like a flexible display, right?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Like you should still be able to get some sort of connection, right? Like you gotta think eventually they'll make it so it's like those attachable keyboards you got on like iPads or Windows Surfaces or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you can still like attach it magnetically or whatever, and it'll create the connections just doing that.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that there's no. It's about the continuity of the screen, right? Like at that point, you've got two. You'd have to be able to push a screen all the way to the edge of where those two halves come together.
I feel like it would just like once you have it folded open, it should be able to just kind of almost snap into place.
You're right, though. That's a very interesting concept, right? Where it's two halves that are like maybe magnetically.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. It
together.
already does just from this GIF that just keeps on replaying for me.
Zoom in on Australia. I don't know. That's Australia, probably.
I don't know, but like it. The screen isn't on the inside until like it's completely open.
Right.
And maybe that's just like this particular case, but it seems like that's what it is. Like the screen will only show if it's completely open and flat, basically.
Right. I just think that when it comes to like the flexibility of the actual like panel, right? If it's going to be a single piece of panel. Right, like I don't think you can fold it. Like you can't put a crease in it like that.
Yeah.
You can bend it, but I think if you did what you said, right, where if it were to be two halves, kind of like an accessory type of thing, where they end up sticking together and that turns them on and they're activated as. Then you really could do it, right?
Yeah, and
then like
kind of like those. Well, I guess I don't know how it exactly works, but I was gonna say it's almost kind of like the Switch controller or whatever, right? How those just kind of, you can either play them separately of the screen or you can undock them or just snap them on. But I don't know if like snapping them on actually does anything, if they're still like Bluetooth or whatever they are.
No, I think it actually has some sort of legit connection at that point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like we've done it enough in the past. Like our technology could do that. Like we know how to do that. But I don't know. it's foldable phones are obviously in their infancy, so it's going to be rough for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like for me, foldable phones just, I don't know. They just don't give me a whole lot of satisfaction.
So I'm interested. So first and foremost, these things are ridiculously expensive.
That's true.
Which makes sense, right? Like Samsung starts at 2,000.
Yeah. No.
Huawei, who I think did it better. I think Huawei's version of this phone is better. Have you seen theirs?
I see an image on the screen. It looks like it bends the other way.
Yeah. So the screen is on the outside, and it's on the outside all the time. So when you close it, you fold this screen back, right? And then that half of the screen turns off, and it just uses like the front part.
Like you're gonna have to, like, just think of all the fingerprints though, like of holding.
Oh, the fingerprints everywhere.
Everywhere. Like you'd have to. Man, I don't know. You'd have to get like a nice screen protector, right? And
then think about the screen protector. What are you gonna? I mean, you can't use tempered glass, which is my go-to.
Right.
For screen protector.
Yeah, that's true. You can't.
Because you wouldn't be able to fold that.
Right. And
but I like their. Go on.
And people who love to put cases on their phones, they can't put cases on these phones.
Oh yeah, they're designed. I mean, looking at this thing, there is no room to give in this. Right. It's got a hinge on it. It wraps around. So at that point, it's like, no, that's all you get.
Like your case would be like a carrying case, like a little handbag.
Right. It would have to go around the phone. Big bag at it again.
You'd have to unzip the bag, pull the phone out. Like that would be your case.
And then it's in danger.
Yeah.
Of just falling into a river of beer.
River of beer, carrying it over a tabletop onto a concrete floor.
R.I.P.
Rip Moto.
But yeah, I think Huawei. I like Huawei's design better.
It looks better just from this picture.
And then like I was reading stuff about it, and like it's got like this idea that I didn't think of, the fact that you could probably do something like this, but because that back part, the whole thing is a screen. They're like, oh yeah, you can have a mode on the camera. You're pointing the camera at someone, and you can see what's showing on the one side, and then you can show them what they look.
Oh yeah.
Which is like an interesting thing. It was, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like it's a display, so you could do literally anything with it.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
Or you could like on one half, you could prop it up, I guess, right, like A-frame style, and on one half show something to someone.
Yeah.
And then the other half to some. I don't know.
I guess so. My question is here now that I'm looking at it and actually thinking about it, like with the screen taking up the entire back side of it, like where is the camera?
It doesn't take up the whole backside. So
it looks like it's taking up the whole backside here, Ryan.
Oh no! Here's an article. So that picture, if you look at that picture,
what is that?
That's the Huawei Mate X.
That looks different than the picture I'm looking at.
Do I have?
I don't know.
No, I do.
No, I do.
No, I do.
No, I'm right. You.
Yeah, so it's the Huawei Mate X. And so
it just looks different, like, from that angle.
Yeah, for sure. And so there's that bump. There's like a strip along the one side that carries some of the internals, and that's where the camera is. So it folds to that point and then opens up, and you kind of got like this bump handle-ish thing along the right side.
All right, I got it. Makes sense now. So I can only see it from the front, or from the screen side. Like the person has it like all the way folded open. You're looking at the screen itself, so I can't even see like what's on the back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's why it looked different.
This one's got like a slideshow of like a bunch of different pictures of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I like that implementation. And my buddy Luke was telling me, which I didn't think of as like an application. Like I always just think to myself, yeah, a foldable phone is nice because it just gives you that extra screen real estate for whatever you would want it for. Yeah. But like he said, like he likes to read a lot, and so he'll read books on his phone. But like on a phone screen is obviously not as ideal. That's why people have like e-readers, or they like to like read on their tablets and stuff. And so a great foldable phone application is, like I want to read. Like it's screen real estate in general.
Yeah.
But I thought of that as like a perfect use case for someone who like. But again,
it still looks huge for a phone though.
Like thickness wise?
No, like just size wise.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the screen measures.
Like I'm just looking at it compared to the people's hands. Like the phone is like longer or taller than the person's hand.
Well, that's how mine is.
What?
Yeah, man.
What?
If I had another phone, I would take a picture of my hand holding.
I don't know, man. It looks more like a tablet, really, from what I am seeing.
Once it's opened.
Yeah, once it's opened.
Yeah, I mean once it's open, but I think that's the idea, right? That it's supposed to blur.
Right, but even if you close it, it's still really tall. I don't know.
I'm trying to see. It is tall. But
that's what I'm saying.
New phones have that like 18:9 kind of aspect ratio for screens.
Yeah,
which
I don't know.
Make them taller. And I can't. Oh, so it uses. It's an 8-inch flexible OLED. When it's folded, you have a 6.6-inch notch-free.
Love how they're saying notch-free now.
Right? Where it's like, there's no notch on this.
It only took like one iteration of phones for people to be like, no, ours doesn't even have a notch.
Ours is
not good.
Single notch on our phone.
It's like a feature not to have. That's crazy.
But yeah, it's like, so it's 6.6 on the one side and then 6.4 on the rear. So like the backside one is super tall, but I think like I got to look up the stats on my phone, which I have to do every single time
But I'll tell you what though, even with that said, like still for me, it's still like you have to use two hands with it once you open up. Like,
so my phone I have a Pixel 2 XL, and you have a Pixel 3.
Pixel 3,
right? And so my phone is a 6-inch screen.
Yeah.
So 6.6 is huge.
Right.
You're getting into like
it's like phablet type of size.
Yeah, like I wonder what the Galaxy Note 9 I think we're on now.
But like at that point, like
it's bigger than a Note.
Like that's huge. It's not like it's just not a phone anymore.
No, and I mean I don't think I could go any bigger than what I've got now. Like I already struggle enough. Like I do that weird thing where I have to like try and reach to the top of my phone with one hand. By the way, Ryan Reynolds had the funniest. You guys are fun. And he's like, imagine you're a kid laying in bed using this phone and you drop this brick on your face.
Well, imagine. Wait, is he talking about the Energizer phone?
He's talking about the Energizer phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, that's gotta hurt. That's like an instant concussion.
You're done. You're out for the season.
You're out for the season. Go into the dark room. Go into the blue tent, the medical tent. Oh, but like, for me, I think the peak for foldable phones is for them to get to a point where it's as satisfying to open and use as the original Moto X phone was. Or Moto Razr phone, sorry.
Yo, they're bringing their Razr back.
I know they're bringing the Razr back, but like it's not going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same. But,
like,
oh, God.
Do you remember those original Razrs?
I remember.
Did you have one?
I never had one. My friends did, and I was like super jealous.
Oh, yeah,
and I was like, oh god,
it was so good.
And then I think I got one secondhand from someone as like a backup phone, which I didn't end up ever actually using it. But such a great phone, and the action on that phone to flip it open,
yeah,
and close it.
I had so satisfying.
I had like the track phone version of it that was like the same general design, but it was thicker.
Sure.
It was both thicker and thinner, so it was like more skinny of a phone, but thicker. And like that phone, like the action on that phone was like solid, but God, the original Razr.
Like you make a phone that can do that, like the entire thing is a screen, you know?
Yeah.
And it can just snap, down like that and have that just satisfying sound and just the size of it.
Dude, if they can pull off what's in these...
For me, that would be the peak of the foldable phone era or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that would be it. That's like what every company should be striving for.
I would love it. If this thing becomes real and has that satisfying...
Man, just imagine whipping it out, Ryan.
Phrasing.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Yeah, we're still doing phrasing.
Just imagine whipping it out and just snapping it open in front of all your friends, and then just going to town on it.
Right.
Doing everything you got to do.
Now here's something that would be fantastic about that, right? Imagine a world in which you flip open your Razr in front of everyone, and they're like, "Oh, damn! Look at this guy." You take a phone call, right?
Oh,
you do the whole thing. I think you know where I'm going with this.
Who does that?
You take a phone call because some monster called you.
God damn it! Just text me.
And at the end of that, and that's what you say. You're like, "Oh, what? This could have been a text message," and you slam your phone shut.
Slam it. No, I don't want to buy all your stocks. And then you shut it.
I'm not interested in more timeshare vacation.
I already have 2. I don't need a 3rd.
Going broke.
Oh man, just this like finishing up a text message and then just shutting it close.
No.
I'm done.
Dude, okay, so...
Posting to Instagram, snap, hashtag, close, boom.
Anything. Literally
everyone's liking your phone, liking your posts. You're the king of the world. The world is your oyster, Ryan, with this phone.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it now.
It's what the world is meant to be.
It's what we need right now, we need...
If you really want to make America great again.
Yep.
Bring back or recreate with modern technology the Moto Razr.
Agreed.
Flip phone.
I think we should run in 2020 with that as our campaign platform.
Razr Gales. Razr Ryan.
Razr Ryan.
Razr Ryan 2020.
This guy is running for president. He can't even... He's not
It's
old
not
enough.
even a person. It's a phone.
He had his name legally changed to Razr Ryan.
Razr.
All he does is opens and closes.
I come before you today to tell you... Snap. Crowd goes wild.
Just explosive applause.
Yes! That's what we needed!
Just walk off stage.
Razr Ryan. Razr Ryan.
I go to Korea. I directly into North Korea, and I visit, and I'm like, hey, check this out, though. And he's like, you know what? No more nukes. It's fine. No more nukes. Just give me some of those. I just want those.
Kim Jong-un he just can't handle the technology you're bringing before him.
You see that vicious snap he did on his way out?
No. What vicious snap?
absolutely snap. No, I'm just saying, like, in
Oh.
this theoretical world, Kim Jong-un
Man.
is like, my God, look at this guy.
He just turns to his right-hand man. He's like, did you see that? Do we have that? Is that real?
Why don't we have that?
Yeah.
What do you mean other countries won't give us that?
Why didn't our intelligence tell us about this?
Who let him bring this weapon in here?
It's a weapon of mass awesomeness. It unites the world. There can be no bad, no evil with that phone in the world.
It would seem impossible. Oh my God, BlackBerry's still making phones? Stop it.
Stop it, BlackBerry. You're already dead.
Oh, okay. So just because I didn't address it earlier, the outside screen on the Galaxy Fold is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a tiny 4.6 inch screen.
Like it takes up like 3/4 of the outside. Like
it's
if you're gonna put a screen there, make it take up the entire area.
It's just so funny. Like it
Or make it look normal. Like I know like the Pixel 3, yeah, like there's some what do they call it? A chin?
Yeah, they
There's
gave
like
it.
Chin. Yeah,
Everyone's like substantial chin.
This is like that phone on the back has like a quadruple chin.
Yeah.
Like if you want to, not make it the entire, size, make the screen at least somewhat normal and have a singular chin, not a quadruple chin. You gotta go back to the weight room, work out, do some cardio, get real.
I just couldn't. I couldn't. When I saw when they flipped that phone shut and looked at the other side. Why did someone do this?
See, that would be like, I mean, that's the opposite of what we want from our awesome Moto Razr phone.
Right.
Like when you snap it shut, it's got to be powerful and you got to look at it and people have to be in awe. But if they see this, they see like a partial screen.
Snap it shut and it's like, oh, you got the
like
world
a little pseudo screen.
Tallest.
Like I can't take that seriously.
The problem is that just like I feel like that design ruins the whole like foldable phone thing for me, right? Because it's like like I said, the Huawei Mate X does it in a way where when the phone is closed, you've got a bunch of screen. Yeah. I agree, too much screen. That's a lot.
It's just it's too much screen for like a phone. It's no longer like a phone. It's like a phablet.
It's a phablet that becomes a full-on tablet.
Yeah, you got it.
It's a tab phablet.
A fabulous tablet.
Yeah, fab tablet.
Fab tablet. From Hawaii. How do you pronounce it? Is it Hawaii? It looks like Hawaii. I'm just gonna pronounce it Hawaii.
No. It's Huawei.
Whatever.
Okay.
All right, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii. I didn't know the state was making phones. Dude, I remember this was a long time ago, but there was this argument. This was back when you remember how the NFL's Pro Bowl was like always in Hawaii forever.
Yeah,
and like this was the first year that they thought about bringing it like to Florida.
Yeah,
and so there's this person that was arguing, well, yeah, we gotta bring it back into the country again. I'm like, are you serious right now? Do you not think Hawaii is part of the United States?
Wait.
Yeah, that was my fun story.
That's amazing.
It was a great story. Yeah, that guy was an idiot.
That's just impressive.
So now that state that is not part of the United States is now making phones.
Yep, Hawaii's making phones.
They're making phones.
Phones of volcanoes, that's what they do.
These volcanic rocks and ash to create their phones. My goodness. Well, I think that's got to be it.
Yeah,
I think
we can call that it. I mean,
yeah, I think we're going to call it it. But I mean, I don't want to keep you if you have any last thoughts, though. I don't want to cut you off here.
No, I think I'm pretty good. I wanted to talk about foldable phones.
And we did that.
Just get a feel on what your thoughts were.
Yeah.
I'm always excited about like new tech, whatever it is.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it takes me a good 4 years to upgrade phones.
Right.
I'm not really. I mean, this is like the closest I feel. I got the Pixel 3 now. This is like the closest I'm ever going to get as being, high tech, high end, top of the line phone.
You're right there.
I'm right there. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm never like. Doesn't matter if it's foldable or not. I'm not paying $2,000 for a phone.
Oh god.
I'm not paying $1,000 for a phone. Like,
so by the time
Apple's iPhone is way too expensive for me to begin with. Like, that's insane to me. And then you throw another $1,000 on top of that for foldableness.
It's everybody now. Apple's got like a patent.
No
for like
thanks.
foldable phones. So just wait till that happens.
No thanks.
But, like, everybody's phones are expensive now. Like,
dude, this Pixel 3 is fantastic, and it costs like half that cost.
Oh yeah, and I agree. Pixels are great values, and I think like OnePlus phones are great values as well.
Yeah, you get, there's no reason.
Awesome stuff.
There's no reason to pay for more or pay more. If you're getting a high-end phone, if you're getting a top-of-the-line phone, like there's no reason to pay double what a different high-end phone, which basically does the exact same stuff.
Right.
You're getting what would Macklemore say? You're getting
jazzy
$50.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
No, he's got $50 for a T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's $50 for a T-shirt.
What? Oh, I think you're getting pimped by the business or something like that.
Yep.
I think that's what he says.
Something along those lines.
Pretty sure, yeah. Macklemore is telling you not to pay a lot for a phone. I'm pretty sure that's the message of his thrift store song, whatever it's called.
I think in general, yeah.
Yeah, right. Swindled by business.
We're not.
Man, it's so long ago.
All
right, mechanical keyboard guy.
Hey man, here's the deal: is I gave up on this mechanical keyboard for work, and I have a different one to work. So it's a good thing I bought that other one.
Yeah, I guess so.
I have a problem. Please help me.
Keyboard Anonymous.
Yeah, I gotta join a group or something. I need to join a group that isn't like I've got 2 mechanical keyboard Discord servers that I'm on, and I'm subscribed to the mechanical keyboard subreddit. It's not good.
It's not good, guys.
No.
I have a problem and I need help, but not right now. I'm just having way too much fun.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Binary Brothers Podcast. We can't wait for you to tune in next time. But until then, make sure to find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and BinaryBrothersPodcast.com.